Hey everyone, welcome back to Bravely Default. Last time, we once again took care of the Calmer and Prophetor Merchantry in Ansheim and reawakened the Wind Crystal. Today, we move on to the next region of the world, Florrum, as well as the Miasma Woods and Mount Fragmentum. The new enemies found in the Miasma Woods, Mount Fragmentum, the Florrum region, the Florrum Gardens, and Witherwood, essentially any area associated with Florrum, are the Rook, who uses Tornado to deal wind damage to the whole party, Tornado also being a genome you can learn as Vampire. Next, the Rafflesia, with the interesting ability of Parasitism, which gives it the same HP, MP, and BP of whoever it targets with the attack. In this way, it can nearly infinitely heal itself unless you wipe out on one turn, so you should probably just do that. The Ghost Fungus, because apparently mushrooms have souls, counters physical attacks with high voltage, which can inflict paralysis. Then there's the Hamadryad, who will use Lullaby to put the party to sleep, and then use Rip to instantly kill any party member who's asleep. I'd suggest bringing along some sleep resistance, and thankfully, Clothespins can be bought at the Miasma Woods and the Yulyana Woods Needleworks to resist sleep. The only area in Florrum that comes with its own unique set of enemies is the Twilight Ruins, the path that we took to meet Olivia before her demise. The Zvart uses Blaster to paralyze the whole party. Blaster is a genome you can learn through the Vampire, but to learn it, you'll first need to make sure your Vampire resists paralysis, so equip an Earthing Rod to them. If your Vampire is hit with this attack and paralyzed, they won't learn the genome. Next, the Giraffabularis, God I hate that name, who can use Cannibalize to eat his allies, raising all of its stats in the process, Jesus damn, as well as Pheromone Plus to bring 2 more Giraffabularis into the battle. That fucking name, man. The Zaubearer uses Comet to deal non-elemental magic damage to a target, inflicts blind on the party, and uses Velga to increase its evasion.
Feast your eyes! Well, I finally had it dyed! Brightest color I've seen yet! Well, have you seen this? A spirit hairpin! My coin purse is empty, but come on! Worth it!
This place doesn't seem any different. Oh, what's this? Birgit was made Flower Maiden at the 47th Sacred Flower Festival. It looks like the Sacred Flower Festival is over.
I wonder what Olivia is doing. Let us go visit the matriarch.
Who might you be, child?
I am the vessel of wind, Agnès Oblige.
Oh, I see it now. My, but you've grown, dear. Florrum is more beautiful for your visit. If only Olivia were alive to see you, she would have been so happy.
What? You mean Olivia is...
About 6 months ago, I am afraid. There was a great earthquake at the hidden village, and she perished protecting her crystallists.
It cannot be.
Her successor was rejected by the Orthodoxy due to her illness, and there is no other. She was such a talented child, but the Orthodoxy cast her out.
And what of the water crystal?
The shield put in place by Olivia disappeared with her demise. Now I fear that not a soul can get near it.
Then we must act. Leave this to me.
Of course. I pray you are able to bring the light back to the water crystal wind vestal.
And that's it for enemies, so let's move on to the Florrum Weapon Shop, where we can now find an Elven Bow. a new bow with a 25% chance to cause confusion, which is pretty cool, so we're going to be buying that up. And that's it for enemies and shops, so let's take out the Bloodrose Legion once again. Unfortunately, the corruption of Florum's women started several years before our journey started, so there's no fixing that, really, but at least we can stop them now, starting with the summoner, Ophelia.
Wow, it's beautiful.
What?
Who are you? Ophelia.
Edea? It's Edea! Filthy thing, toying with my sister's heart. I've never seen so dirty a hypocrite. My sister loved you. Oh, but I'm not blaming you. This is far better than the way you used to be. It's so hideous, so deliciously twisted. I feel nauseous just speaking to you.
So you're killing fairies again? These fairies are incredibly important to Florum's people. How can you do this?
You've always been this way, full of platitudes, happy lies. Always so pretty. So pretty you reek of rot and decay. Keep away, Edea. All humankind is dirty. A fine pack of filthy pigs. That girl with you, Edea. That is the Wind Vestal, is it not? Just how long do the two of you intend to feign trust? How long till the facades drop? What will it look like, I wonder? The moment all the little platitudes that hold you locked together start to crumble. Show me! Quickly! Quickly! Let me see your end.
Ophelia's fight, as you might guess, is essentially the same. She still only uses Girder Blulu, which is earth summoning magic, so bring earth resistance, either from earth charms that can be bought in Heartschild or through Abate Earth from Swordmaster level 2. Alternatively, you can use Enigma to completely negate Ophelia's summoning magic or Greater Spirit Ward to weaken it. Those are from the Spirit Master. She also summons Legion Impalers and Archers, and you want to deal with that Archer ASAP to stop it from confusing your party members, though you can also just equip Confusion Immunity from level 7 Swordmaster.
And now, the hands that killed me are stained in blood. Good. Knowing that I've sullied you is enough. So, where is it that you hail from? I know you are not of this world. Where are you? Where?
She seemed to know what had happened to us.
It cannot have been pure conjecture. If only we could have questioned her further.
Einherja!
You. So it is you, Edea. You are the last person I expected to run into here.
There's nobody here. This is the hidden village of the Crystallists. Why would it be empty? No. Could this be the work of the Duchy?
This place has been deserted for ages. Since well before I was sent to these lands.
What
This is indeed the hidden village of the Crystallists. I have explored it a number of times, but I never found any trace of people living here.
Now that you mention it, it doesn't look like anyone has lived here for years.
Perhaps they orchestrated their own destruction.
What do you mean?
The Orthodoxy was consumed by greed and obsessed with power. They paid no heed to the people's needs. I would not be surprised if the Orthodoxy's corruption spread here, causing it to collapse from within.
I served only the crystal and knew nothing of the world until I left the temple. So I cannot know if what you say about the Orthodoxy's corruption is true. However, I know for a fact that you oppress not the Orthodoxy, but innocent Crystallists. Regardless of your lofty ideals, this cannot be forgiven.
Yes, you are right. We capture followers and force them to convert, to erode the Orthodoxy's power. We use violence to wrest them away from their beliefs. This is our goal, by fair means or foul. However, I must admit, I have grown slightly weary of the Legion's tactics.
Weary?
My sisters, Ophelia and Artemia. They have been scarred by the things they were ordered to do. You turned your back on the duchy, Adia. I could not excuse your conduct, but I understood your reasons, somehow. In a way, I envied your ability to take meaningful action.
Then it is not too late for you. Leave the Bloodrose Legion and come with us. It would be a boon to have you on our side, Angeria.
That I cannot do. I cannot.
But why?
You and I learned the ways of the sword under the same master. We have been through much. We swore our blades to the service of Eternia, and pledged to fight for her future. We swore we would honor the ideals held by the Grand Marshal, and strive to bring the world he envisioned to fruition.
But the reality we face is quite different from that my father sought. Surely you must see this.
Yes. The Bloodrose Legion and the Duchy have compromised those ideals. I know this as well as you.
Then why?
No ideals can be achieved by following the path of virtue alone. I will not look back, nor buckle at the knee, no matter how dirty my hands or sorrowful my heart. I must bring his world into being. We shall build a land where all are free from the crystal curse. I must continue this thankless task. I will fight on to the end. Let us make a clean fight of it. Me and my beliefs against you and yours.
Next, Angeria Venus, who unsurprisingly fights the exact same way as last time, just like every other boss so far. She still uses Crescent Moon, hit the whole party, and jump to attack one target at a turn after its use. And when low on health, she'll use Spirit Barrier to take MP damage as opposed to HP damage. There's not really a specific setup I'd recommend for this. Maybe Ninja with Utsumi or Transients to counter Crescent Moon and jump, or Rampart from the Templar to just completely negate Crescent Moon and jump as well. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to get around Spirit Barriers, so that's basically just going to prolong the fight once she uses it.
You've grown stronger.
Angeria.
Why do you weep? You've bested me. Be proud.
I never wanted.
Adia, Hear me now. My final request. Meet with him, with your father, face to face. No more intermediaries. Look at him. Look at him, and you'll see it. What he seeks. I know.
I will. I swear it to you.
Good. That's good.
This is... We fought the ranger here.
Halt! Artemia. So you still hunt the woodland orochi here? Artemia hunt. Hunt many orochi. At Einheria's orders? Artemia obey. Only obey. Sister's orders, only truth. I see. You haven't changed. You could not stop Einheria. How Artemia live, not yours to say. How sister think, not yours to say. Artemia not tell sister how to think. How sister think, tell how Artemia live. Only sister tell how Artemia live. I understand. I've heard enough. Artemia, hunt. Hunt all prey. All in range. Artemia's prey. I said enough. Nothing runs. Nothing escapes. As long as prey has pulse, keep firing. Never miss. Never. You and Ray. Ray. Chase. Hunt. Artemia. Run. Catch. Thrill. Hunger. Heart. Racing. Fire. Burn. Hands. Trembling. Hunt is on.
The last of the Venus sisters, and arguably the weirdest of them all, Artemia, paired with two Bloodrose mages that can cast Silence. There's no real need to bring sounds resistance though, since once you take them out, they won't be coming back. Artemia herself is weak to fire, so any job that can deal fire damage is recommended, and something to deal with her multi-burst attack that can hit everyone in the party. Ninja through Tsutsami and Transience, or Rampart from the Templar, both are good options to deal with that.
Artemia. Ray. Sister.
It's made of what? And toxic, what's more? I'll work to spread the word. With luck, this lunacy will cease soon.
Anya's verse Adia. Even if it's you, Adia, such words are unacceptable. Now, will you please take back what you said? Never. This is one matter in which I refuse to give an inch. This is a clear-cut issue, black and white with no room for gray. Well, Anya's and Adia are really going at it. Don't see that too often. I wonder what happened. Any ideas, Tiz? Why aren't you asking yourself? I see you're in fine form too. What's eating you? How can you even say that's the best, Anyas? I mean, your explanation doesn't even make any sense. And what of you, Adia? Everything is always black or white with you. Never have I seen such obstinance. I still don't understand. Would you mind filling me in, Tiz? I told you. Ask them yourself. Baked custard with strawberry whipped cream. No, sweet bean-filled wafers. Huh? Those are both desserts. Are you telling me this argument is about which dessert is the best? That about sums it up. Huh? What are you eating there? Strawberry whipped cream custard with sweet bean-filled wafers. You make them yourself? Yeah, but it was really just a matter of combining the two. Rather tasty if I say so myself. You're simply infuriating! Me? It is you who are utterly vexing! I feel sorry for them. And you too, Tiz. Thankfully, to fight the leader of the Bloodrose Legion, Fiora de Rosa, we don't have to sleep at the inn several times and hunt him down at night. We can simply enter his hideout in the southeast part of Florrum.
It seems women are being tricked and captured in this world as well.
We must set them all free.
Ah, but that would put me in quite the bind.
It's the Red Old Man!
Now that is unfortunate. You could have at least called me dashing, don't you think? You do realize you are trespassing. I think it's time you ran along.
We know what you are up to. You must stop using these women for your wicked ends.
Oh, do you now, my pretty little thing? Well then, go ahead and tell me what I am doing.
Pheromore toxin.
What? Well, knock me over with a feather. Just where did you hear that?
You told us yourself.
I did? Just a second. Have I met you somewhere before?
No, I believe you have yet to make our acquaintance.
Feigning ignorance, are we? Very well. How much do you know?
You use cologne containing pheromore toxin to trick and exploit women for your own gain.
Well, well. Isn't this awkward? You seem to have seen right through me. You do realize the women I woo get something out of this too, right? My techniques are truly superior. They all leave satisfied.
You filthy old man!
Oh, I thought I recognized you from somewhere. You're the Grand Marshal's daughter. You seem intent on disparaging my little operation. But I'll have you know the Council of Six has given full approval.
What?
Don't you see? Your father has personally condoned this operation that you call filthy. I fail to see how it warrants criticism from his own blood. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now off you go, children. I have much work to do here.
We're not going anywhere. We'll not turn a blind eye to this wickedness.
Oh, so that is how you want to play it. I'll warn you, I'm not the kind to roll over easily myself. It looks like I'll have to teach you the hard way. Since you're clearly incapable of managing my nickname, let's make this formal.
Yeah, we know. Captain of the Bloodrose Legion. The Red Mage. Old Man de Rosa.
Whoa, hold on there.
Besides the upgrade from him using Thunder to Thundara on the whole party, de Rosa's fight is very similar, still using Charm on individuals as well as Fear to inflict dread, and making use of the passive ability Revenge to occasionally gain BP when attacked, at which point he'll Brave twice, then use a mix of Curata, Thundara, and other attacks. I'd recommend being resistance to Charm over Fear if you can only do one. Charm resistance can be gotten from Spirit Master level 11, so likely you'll have to equip rebuff lockets, which can be bought in Eternia. Oh, and of course you'll also want Thunder resistance, which is easy to get at Summoner level 2.
What is it?
Oh, it's just...
Does it bother you that your father approved of that man's plan?
Yes.
Not to sound like Lord De Rosa, but don't you think you are underestimating him? When we obtained the report he had written earlier, I took down the details in my journal. The Red Mage has stopped at nothing to claw his way up the ranks of the Eternian forces. You should read them again sometime.
I will.
And now we can equip the Bravo Bikini as an actual cosmetic outfit, and... yeah, that's, Well, interestingly, it was actually changed from the Japanese version. Here's what it looked like there. Essentially, the localized version just covers a bit more skin. Honestly, not a big fan of this. Not because I can't see Adia's sub-240p tits, but because the Bravo Bikini is supposed to be incredibly revealing. That's why Agnes was so against wearing it for the Sacred Flower Festival before. And, well, I'm sure she wouldn't want to wear this version of the bikini either. It's basically just like a tube top and shorts, really. Not all that revealing or bad at all, frankly. It just looks a bit silly, in my opinion. We'll wear it for the remainder of this episode, but I don't think we'll be wearing it past that, really. I really don't like the way it looks here.
Look!
This crystal has also reverted. Should we perform the Rite of Awakening? I think so.
Wait, something lurks nearby.
That's Rusalka, the purveyor of doom! Another creature back from destruction.
Here they come!
And of course we have to fight Rusalka again as well, and just as before, it uses Seep, then Darkflow to deal damage to the whole party and make clones of itself, as well as Aqua Regia to lower physical defense, and Bewitching to inflict charm. Just bring a Salve Maker or any other job that has the ability to use multi-target thunder attacks, and this rematch with Rusalka should be no problem. Oh, but before you kill Rusalka, make sure to get the Aqua Regia genome for the vampire.
Hurry up and awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts! Of course. I'm ready, Aerie. I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you'd like to go over again, just ask. Time to get started, Agnes. Are you ready?
Yes. Let us begin.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! You did it! You awakened the crystal! Well done, Agnes!
Have you checked your brooch, Aerie?
Yes, the water crest is lit.
Phew. Good.
Are you okay, Agnes?
Yes, I am used to it now. I need a short rest, but then we should head to the next temple.
Okay.
Oh, look at your Vestal garb, Agnes. It's all threadbare.
Huh? Oh, what should we do?
It has seen a lot of use of late.
Let's go and ask the sage to repair it.
Ah, I thought I heard something. This place draws few visitors, I fear. And who might you be?
I am Agnes Oblige, vessel of the wind.
Ho ho! Little Agnes, is it? My, how you have grown, child. You were scarce more than a little sprout when your predecessor brought you here. Now look at you, a fine woman you've become. Why the long face? If there is anything this feeble old man can do for you, name it.
He hasn't changed a bit. Sage, Agnes's vestal garb has become threadbare.
Oh, her vestal garb, you say? Let me take a closer look. Yes, this should be easy to patch up.
Sage, do you remember me at all?
Yes, I remember you well. This is the third time, after all. But perhaps you might call it the first. Still, I remember you all too well.
The third time? What do you...
Of course. Let me put it this way. Which world are you from, Agnes?
What?
Well, you'd better come inside. Now then, I was about to pour some tea for us. But I fear this may not be the time for sitting quietly with a hot brew.
Sage.
Are you aware I was a founder of the organization that became the Duchy of Eternia?
Yes.
Then you know of Lord de Rosa?
We do.
And are you familiar with the circumstances that led Lord de Rosa and me to build that organization? Not to worry. Well then, Agnes.
Yes.
You must decide who is your most trustworthy ally. Then travel to the nearby cave with them. You will find it to the southwest of here. Once inside, I will tell you all I know. I will also give you your vestal garb there. You should understand your situation better once we are done. I shall go on ahead. I would advise you to heed my words. You must bring only one ally with you. Your other companion should wait outside the cave. I shall see you soon.
It seems the sage knows something of our predicament.
But why can only two of us go?
Who knows what that old man is thinking?
Who do you think I should choose?
Well, I guess... you have to make your own choice, Agnes. Remember the sage's words. You have to decide who you trust most, Agnes.
Do I count as well? I'm going with Agnes either way.
Wait, I think it should be me. You need a man who knows how to look after a woman. I would die for you, Agnes. Of course, I would die for you too, Idia.
So I play second fiddle to her, huh? Whatever.
The jealousy of a woman spurned is so endearing.
Oh, shut up, Ring-a-Bell. I'm not jealous at all.
As calm as ever, I see. It would have been nice to see you blush, at least.
What am I to do?
Like I said, just make the decision yourself, Agnes. What?
Nothing.
Can I see you outside, Tiz?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Hey, don't mess up, lover boy.
What? Stop giving me a hard time.
What about me?
So, what is it?
Do you remember what I said to you right around the time we met, Tiz? I said I would like you to join me.
Yes, I remember.
And you have stayed at my side this whole time, through journeys far and wide. So, I think I would like you to be the one to come with me. Will you do it?
I feel the same. I remember the promise I made. I'll never forget it. Not till my dying day. I've come this far with you. I've stuck with you until now. You will always be a ray of hope to me.
Tiz.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'd be honored to go with you.
Thank you. It seems I have come to trust you more than any other since that day.
'Tis a shame, Agnes. But Tiz has a kind heart, and I know he will take good care of you. That I guarantee. Tiz, I am counting on you to escort Agnes with the utmost care.
I don't think he needs any advice from you, Ring-a-Bell. It's not fair! I thought I was your perfect partner, Agnes! And now you're leaving me behind? How could you? After all we've been through?
I am sorry, Aerie. I hope you can understand.
Stop acting like a brat and give them a proper seeing off, Aerie. Go on, get going already.
We'll be back soon.
Take your time.
Since you're going through the Vestment Cave with only Tiz and Agnes, you may think this is going to be rather difficult, and you certainly can make it very difficult if you want. Or you could just give both Salvemaker and spam attack items in order to get through it, no problem.
There you are. Ah, so this is the one you have chosen. I envy him. You make a fine pair. Were I 1,880 years younger, I would gladly have taken your hand in his stead, Agnes.
1,880?
Yeah. Beside that, please tell what you know.
Yes, that is why we have come to you, Sage.
Do you understand what I meant when I said it was the first time we had met? You are not originally of this world. That is why we meet for the first time.
Yes. Sage, earlier you said this may be the third time we have come in contact. What did you mean by that?
Your only memory of me is when you were brought here by the previous Vestal. Correct, Agnes?
That's right. I came with the Mother Vestal and Olivia when I was but a young girl.
However, I have met another who looked exactly as you do now.
What?
It was a very long time ago. More than 1,800 years, in fact.
1,800 years?
Just how old are you, Sage?
Me? I have lived almost 1,900 years.
1,900 years?
No cause for surprise. Lord De Rosa is 500 years my senior. We were once mortal enemies, he and I. I was High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy. He was an immortal who led those seeking to thwart us. We crossed swords on the field of battle dozens of times. In our final battle, the fighting went on for over 100 days, a true struggle to the death. With both forces decimated, the two of us met in combat, each determined to land the killing blow or die trying. At that moment, an angel appeared before us. This wounded angel was a beautiful young woman who looked exactly like you, Agnes. Both Lord De Rosa and I were mesmerized, and before we knew it, we cast our swords aside and went to her aid. She had lost her light, and her wings were broken and severed. We knew she was beyond saving. We were only with the angel a short time. To Lord De Rosa and I, who mark our lives in centuries, it seemed little more than an instant now. But this moment changed both of our lives dramatically. With the last of her fading strength, she spoke to us. Of the crystal's secrets and of their dangers.
Dangers?
I was a man of the cloth, and Lord De Rosa was one who opposed my religion. The truths we learned that day shook the very foundations of all we had both believed in.
What did the angel tell you?
The crystals have existed since well before both the Orthodoxy and the Old Faith. The Vestals do not draw the favor of the crystals by right. This title was merely given by those of the faith to ones who had this gift. Originally, it was thought that mankind should not come in contact with the crystals. Attitudes towards the crystals only changed among the people after the teachings of crystalism spread.
What do you mean that we should not come in contact with them?
Unleashing the power of the crystals without due care can destroy the borders, opening the door to the harrowing. There have been warnings about this since before recorded history. The angel confirmed there was truth to these warnings.
What is this harrowing?
I have spent the last 1,800 years trying to find out, but as yet I am still in the dark. The true nature of the harrowing is shrouded in mystery.
Is the great chasm that opened in Kaldisla not the harrowing?
The Great Chasm is merely an omen of it. It was one of the events the angel spoke of. I cannot say if the harrowing results from the Great Chasm opening up, drawing in darkness, then spewing it forth, Or it may point to the tainting of the seas, the wind stopping, the volcanoes erupting.
In a previous world, we awakened the 4 crystals and calmed the fury of nature. Then we summoned the Holy Pillar to close the Great Chasm.
You may have acted in the belief that what you did would help. However, the path you have taken to this point aligns perfectly with the path to the harrowing prophesied by the angel.
The path to the harrowing?
Do you plan to awaken the crystals again? If so, you would do well to heed what I have said. Always question how the actions you take will affect the world around you.
We will.
Thank you for hearing me out. It is a remarkable resemblance, Agnes, you and the angel. Speaking with you has brought the memories of 1800 years ago back as vividly as if they were yesterday.
Sage.
At this rate, I shall be compelled to clasp you to my breast and plant a kiss upon your lips. I shall now set forth on a journey. You have filled me with the passion of youth for the first time in many years. Why do you look upon me with such a piteous gaze? I may have lived 1900 years, but I am not ready to lay down and die yet. You two youngsters should go back to your friends. Here, I have repaired your vestal garb.
Thank you, Sage. Thank you very much.
Of course. I wish you good health, Agnes.
What do you think of the Sage's story, Tiz?
To be honest, I'm even more confused than before.
I have to agree. I get the feeling he has not told us the full story.
But why would he leave us in the dark?
He either did so for good reason, or because there was something he was unwilling to share.
Either way, he sure is an old ledge, huh?
You are not wrong there.
Anyway, let's go meet up with the others.
There they are!
Sorry for the wait.
That old fart hasn't filled your head with strange thoughts, has he, Agnes?
No need to worry, Eri.
Agnes had Tiz to look after her after all.
Yeah, well...
You two are quite the pair. I envy you.
That's what the sage said.
Did he now? I am not surprised. He and I did have a few things in common, to be sure.
That's enough out of you, Ring-a-Bell.
Ring-a-Bell's tears. Look what we have here. Ring-a-Bell must have dozed off. Here, I wonder why. I don't much care for it. What with the Spiritism job command? Support abilities. Magic critical, gloom, and an attack 10% up. The adrenaline might also come in handy. Brave 3 times. Then, Fairy's Aid, followed by Black Bane 3 times. Brave once, then Rage, followed by Minus Strike. I better practice some more. Self-Restore would definitely be a good move. The console is 6. Combined Strength. Nothing to fear. Wouldn't you agree, Vic? What a bunch of gibberish. Wake up already, Vingabelle. You'll catch cold sleeping there. Something the matter? Perhaps you had to let him sleep. Look, Tiz. Vingabelle is... he's crying. What? So we've learned now of the harrowing, and that all of the darkness spreading through Luxemdark is simply an omen of said disaster. Technically, we knew of this before in a way from what De Rosa told us, that the rising of the Highlands around Eternia and the Great Plague were both warnings from this angel, but we've not heard the term harrowing until now. And we have another saying that the angel looked just like Agnes, and confirmation that awakening the crystals may not be as good of an idea as we believe. Regardless, we don't really have another choice for the time being, so I suppose next time we'll head off to the war-torn Eisenberg to once again aid the shield bearers and to reawaken the fire crystal. See you guys then. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe check out some of the other series I've done. You can also consider subscribing, checking out my Patreon page, or joining my Discord server. There are links in the description to those, as well as other social media links like Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for watching.